Hi, I'm Brad with BigFamilyHomestead.com, and today I've got a quick video that is part 2 of 3 videos that are basics on solar panels and energy and how we use them on our homestead. And today I'm going to show you how we use solar energy as an emergency power backup. Now, I probably don't need to tell you the importance of having reliable electricity for any home, farm, homestead prepper, anybody, everybody. We all need electricity for everything from our computers to water pumps to lighting. We all use it and we all need it. Well, what happens when you have a power outage, or you just want to save money, or you have a building that's pretty far away from an electric source and you don't want to run cabling through the ground? Well, for us, that solution has been several small little solar stations per little building or outbuilding or shed or whatever it is that we need a power source for. And so today I'm going to show you how we use one of our sheds as a way to power through solar, an emergency solar backup system for our home. So like our solar electric fence video, I'm going to show you first on paper how the outline of everything works, just super basics. Then I'm going to show you what ours looks like, why and how, and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Once again, an amazing graphic drawn by my eldest daughter. Thank you. Okay, so here's how this works. You've got your solar energy coming through the solar panels, and it's going to change this into DC energy. Goes into your charge controller, which does a bunch of different things that I'm going to talk about when we go outside to show you our system. That goes into your battery, and then from your battery you've got your positive and negative that go into your inverter. Your inverter is grounded to the earth, but then from the inverter you can power your devices. It's really not as complicated as I had made it out for the longest time, but there it is. Let's go on outside and I'm going to show you what we did and how we did it. As you can see up here on top of our shed, we've got our 250 watt solar panel, the PV module, the photovoltaic module. So from the solar panels, the DC current goes inside, which we're going to go see next. Inside the super messy shed we go. These are the 2 wires that we just saw coming in from the outside. Now they go down and they're going to go around and into these 2 little blocks. Now this was a handy little feature that a buddy of mine recommended because you can tap different things into your blocks. I'm going to back out just a little bit, show you the whole thing. That inverter right there is actually dead. I've got another one that I'm going to show you down here, but basically the power comes in, hits these blocks, gets distributed into your charge controller. Your charge controller sends the signal or the electric to your batteries in a way that won't overcharge them. And it also connects everything together with your inverter. And then your inverter allows you to use electrical appliances that are AC appliances. But now a closer look here at our blocks. What I have going on here is the red right there. You can see that? That is my positive. That's my hot charge, and then my ground, my negative, is the black wire. But what I want you to see is that wire right there. You see that thing? That little screw looking thing? That is a super important part of any solar powered system. That is called a blocking diode. And what it does is it only allows the electricity to flow in one direction. That means it comes from the solar panels into that blocking diode and then to the charge controller. It cannot go backwards out of that. That means at nighttime, it's not going to be a drain on your system. That little doohickey only cost you $3 or $4, and I swear for the first 2 years I didn't have it, didn't know about it, and I kept racking my brain why my system wasn't working. The batteries were dying. Please get a blocking diode. It's well worth it, and you'll save yourself in hair, because you'll be pulling it out all the time if you don't have one. So from our blocks goes to our charge controller. Now this does several different things. It basically regulates the amount of electricity coming from your panels and going to your battery so it doesn't overcharge your battery. It comes in at a nice, smooth, even level. It also regulates the load going out to whatever devices you want to use, and it also is hooked into your inverter. Now I'm going to show you my inverter right now. Quick note, this one up here that says DC to AC power inverter, that one is not actually hooked up, and even though it looks like it is, it died on me. So what we have is I got a better one, and it's down here. It is the SunForce. It's a Pro Series. It's basically an awesome inverter. It's a 1,000-watt inverter, and it's super, super reliable, and I love it so far. It's been very, very faithful. So the electric from the charge controller is sent into your battery. Now, I have this awesomely big box, right? And you go, well, why do you have one battery in there? It's because it took us literally a couple years to figure all these ins and outs, and we kept burning up batteries. And then we finally got the magic, recipe. Everything is jamming and rocking. And so we ended up getting just one good gel cell battery, but it is a 600 amp hour gel cell, and we plan on improving on that. But this thing is really, really awesome. It runs for a long time. It's been super, super reliable. And then from there, you go basically into your inverter, and your inverter allows you to use AC devices. So now the ground wire comes off of our inverter back outside through a hole in the side of the shed here. It goes down, and it's been pounded into the ground with an 8-foot copper rod. You can't really see it right now because we've got this blue tarp, and there's a bunch of hay and straw for our animals, but trust me, it's there. Goes out the hole, nailed into the ground, and that gives us a solid grounding. Okay, quick disclaimer and plea. Now, for the electricians and the engineer types among you, I can imagine you're looking at this going, oh my Lanta. Well, here's the thing. I'm not an electrician type, but do understand that everything is either soldered in or soldered and screwed, soldered, screwed, and locked in. And I am working on building a cover to go over the entire thing. I do not recommend that you leave electrical connections out like this. I'm just showing you it's a work in progress. Right now it's working for us, but we do intend to get to that extra level of safety where, some wacky thing couldn't happen. So a quick word on the battery. I am no math genius, don't claim to be, but an electrician friend of mine explained it basically, and he said, okay, think of it like this, 600 amp hours. So it's basically you can use 600 amps for 1 hour, and then that battery would be toast, or you can use 1 amp for 600 hours. So, and I'm thinking, all right, lights are going off in my head. Okay, so I have, a couple 3-4 low wattage LED lights and maybe a very low wattage LED TV and some, minor stuff. And that one battery will go for a long time, several days if I'm only using it a couple hours a day. And then you've got plenty of sunlight to recharge it and keep going. I do plan on adding batteries to my bank, but right now it's working out for us as an emergency situation. There you have it. This was not ever intended to be the end-all, be-all, everything you'll ever need to know about solar video, but it is hopefully enough to get your interest piqued and whet your appetite to find out more. I will say this, we did not spend a ton of money on this. I basically bartered for the battery. My charge controller was 50 bucks. My panel was about 240. That was kind of expensive. All said, with everything in it, I think I've got about $350, maybe $400, but that is a heck of a lot of peace of mind for only a very small outlay of cash investment. So I would hope you'd consider it for yourself, learn more, figure it out, and let me know. Shoot me a comment, that would be great. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It honestly does help our family out. I'm Brad for BigFamilyHomestead.com, and you have an amazing day.